How you doing? How you doing, man? We back with another episode. I put you on. I got another special guest with me. She's got her own health and beauty products called Seamoss. She got all the products up here. If you see everything up here, man, we're gonna get into all that. I got that girl Slim.
Hey,
What's
thanks for
going
having
on
me,
with you?
D.
No problem, no problem. I appreciate you coming. And thank you for coming on time. I gotta say that. Black people time, man. God damn, y'all just abuse it. And that shit is a shame,
It's
man.
disrespectful. You can't do that. You can't play with someone else's time. You know what I'm saying? Because it's more than time. It's resources that go into that.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So be mindful of that.
Absolutely. So tell the audience where you from.
So here in Atlanta, I'm from Atlanta. I'm situated in the West End.
Okay.
So that is where I want to, that's where I curate the Seamoss. So I source it from East Atlanta in the there's an Afro-Caribbean market that I source it from. And so I like to go out there to, dip and dabble with their products and see what's the latest.
Oh, okay. Hold on. We're gonna get into all that later. Let's get to know you first. Let's know where you from, what high school you went to, what's your background. We want to know more about you.
Okay, so my family were from New Haven, Connecticut. I was born there. I was raised here in Douglasville. It's West Atlanta.
Really?
It's very west. It's like by past Six Flags.
Oh, okay.
So I went to high school out there, and literally, my mom became a teacher and moved to Atlanta this semester. I graduated. Literally. So that's where I spent. Valdosta is where I went to college. School in Valdosta, and being there definitely was a good time too. So I have Douglasville, I have Valdosta, I have, and then Atlanta, West Atlanta is where I spend my adulthood. So that's where my kids are, it's where I raise my children, it's where it's school.
Oh, okay. My grandma, I got a lot of family that live out there in Douglasville. I went to elementary school in Douglasville. I went to Factory Shows.
Oh, I know where that is.
Yeah, I went to Factory Shows to like the third, fourth grade maybe. Then I came out here, and I've been out here ever since. See, my mom wanted to put me in a white school at first so I can be smart and think like the white people and kind of just put me in a good school. And then come to ATL, where it's more swag based, or it's more about, the trip and all that. Yeah, culture and stuff. So she wanted me to develop that early and then come out here and be able to, understand what the culture is. She wanted me to go up all the way in that damn system.
That's awesome, but that's the educational investment, and education is an investment, and she did that for you. My parents did the same thing. We went to school in Douglasville, but we lived up in Hills, stayed on Hamilton Road. When we first moved to Atlanta, we stayed on Rainbow Drive and East Side, you know what I'm saying? So our education took place in Douglas County. So, and I'm proud of that. I really do, you know what I'm saying? I'm glad that I had the education that I had at home, because that education at home enabled me to get through these white folks at this school.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I was the only black girl in my class. When I got to Chapel Hill, I went to Chapel Hill Elementary, middle and high too. So I, as the only black girl in there with new locks, I have locks in my hair, baby locks. Only black girl in this class.
Wow. How was that?
It was different. There was another black girl, but she was like super light skin, so she could pass for a white girl. And to them, she was a white girl. To her, she was fitting as much as she can. She was, until I got there. And guess what? Color recognized color. Because when she seen her, I was like, oh, okay. So tell me, my first day of school was the week before Mardi Gras.
Right.
And I had a white teacher, Miss Thomas. She said, she has cupcakes that she offered to us, and she said, whoever bites into the cupcake that has the lima bean in it, you're gonna be the queen that's gonna ride on the float that we're making, that's gonna be in the Mardi Gras parade next week.
Right.
This is my first day of school. Guess who got the goddamn cupcake with the motherfucking lima bean?
Who did?
Me. Oh my gosh, my heart was pumping. I was like, oh my gosh. If I noticed, I was like, I put it down in my lap.
Right.
I looked over at her name is Allison. I looked over at her. I was like. So she looked at me, she was like, so she got up, she came next to me. I said, I got the lima bean. She was like, okay. I was like, but I don't want to ride on the float. She was like, what are you gonna do with it? I gave it to her.
Oh.
Yeah, I gave it to her.
So like.
I gave it to her. So what that did was that made her appreciate me, but but that seemed to them, they wanted the princess, the queen spot so bad. So what they did was they ended up really fucking with her for real, like, you know what I'm saying, like behind some shit. But anyway, they recognized that she was black at that moment, you know what I'm saying. So my first day of school at a white school was different, you know what I'm saying. So I had to, and my sisters, I had my siblings, we had a bunch of us. So they in elementary school, they in middle school, they're not playing no games with that bullying stuff.
So was it like any pressure, like trying to be yourself, like being yourself, being black excellent, and was it like how was that? Were you trying to conform to their ways, or were you being yourself?
No, I was always myself. I was always different, and that's what everybody knows me as, like always being different.
Right.
Like literally, they're walking, probably skipping. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That was just me. So it was different educationally because I was smarter than what they were. You know what I'm saying? So I excelled a lot in gifted classes, and they pulling me out of class. I had to ask to not be in those gifted classes. So I didn't like being pulled out of class. That's embarrassing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I know you're going to take me for higher learning or advanced learning, but you know what I'm saying? Always on the accelerated. You know what I'm saying? The accelerated reading list, like grades in advance. Like I skipped first grade.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So these folks not. These white folks ain't. You know what I'm saying? Like education did not want to go here with me. You know what I'm saying? Even throughout high school, I got kicked out of class one time. History class. This man tried to misteach history. You know what I'm saying? So just always having to, you know what I'm saying, make sure I make my mark when it comes to recognizing black excellence. Starting by myself.
Okay. And you also mentioned about you being a mother, right? Now, this social media era, I really want to ask this question. Like, how do you raise your kids with all this social media? It's a bunch of bad shit on on especially TikTok. I know it's just a lot of stuff. Like, how do you stick? Cause a lot of these kids nowadays, they don't have morals. They don't have principles. They curse in front of adults. You know what I'm saying? Like, they do stuff that we never done. So it's like, how do you still install those morals and principles in your kids in this age of time?
Great question. The way that I parent my children are very, what I would say, and what other people would say, unorthodox. You know what I'm saying? Not in a negative way, but in the structure. Their structure, they always have a book in their hand, so there's a balance. There's gonna be screen time, there needs to be limited. You know what I'm saying? It's for sure during the week. Growing up, we couldn't watch TV during the week, during the school week. We could not watch TV. You know what I'm saying? So naturally I'm a bookworm, so I'll always, you know what I'm saying, have a book on me.
Right.
So my daughter's like that. And so with that habit of growing that, when she's bored, her definition of bored is very different. She can't say she's bored around me. There's a solution for both my children to have a 9-year-old and a 4-year-old. So the protection and what that comes down to, when TikTok first came out, I was completely against them, you know, completely against it. Because years ago, I was like, that's not cool, because it was, you know, advertised to children.
Yep.
But the content that was on it wasn't. You know what I'm saying? Initially it was. You know what I'm saying? But then, of course, it got into some perverted hands. You know,
right.
It's perverse.
Yeah.
You know, so with that, it's very difficult to. My children can't have a TikTok, but those around them do. So of course, naturally, she wants to, but she learns the dances from them. As far as like, she'll do the dance routine with them, but she doesn't have her own account. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes to social media, what they watch, it definitely has substance. And I make sure that they're on to that. There's a lot of good shows that are like on Netflix or on like Hulu and on, you know, that promote like excellence and teaching great character traits. Like there's this show called Damon Tiger's Neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? It's cute, but it teaches he's whiny. And so you'll notice the habits that your children will pick up or based on the shows that they watch and that you expose them to. Because parents, are you really watching your children? Or are the children watching the iPad? The iPad's watching your children. Are you?
Right.
That's the question. You know, so just being like, you have to, like, give me the iPad. How long you been on the iPad? 30 minutes? Now read a book for 30 minutes. For an hour and a half, now read a book on it for an hour and a half. And I want a synopsis on it too.
Right.
Yes. You know what I'm saying? So my standard of excellence in education and entertainment, there has to be a balance. Education and entertainment, because entertainment is what's mainly pushed, but you don't see education being pushed.
So, what did you go to college for?
So initially, I went in as a double major. So there were only 3 schools in Georgia that offered my major coming out of high school. In high school, I knew that I wanted to learn Spanish. I was already knowing Spanish, so I knew that I wanted to pursue a degree in Spanish.
Right.
As well as communication science disorders because I wanted to be a speech pathologist.
Mm-hmm.
So speech pathology is only offered at UGA, West Georgia, and Valdosta.
Mm-hmm.
Florida State had it too, but I didn't get in. I got into Florida State, but after I had already committed to Valdosta.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So Valdosta offered it, and I was pursuing a communication science disorder degree,
Mm-hmm.
and then I had a Spanish I was double majoring, so I had Spanish there as well.
Right.
So with that, I was able to really make some solid connections, but I ended up getting pregnant my senior year of high school, college, and I ended up having to basically choose which one major just to get up out of there.
Right.
I ended up choosing Spanish.
Mm-hmm.
So with that, I was able to double up. You know what I'm saying? I came back home. I stayed online classes.
Mm-hmm.
Then I went back down. I left my baby when she was 4 months. She was 4 months old here with her dad and his side of the family, my side of the family, and I had to raise her from a distance, coming home every 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? While I was pursuing this, some classes were offered online. I could take some, but you gotta with language degrees, you have to be in person. You know what I'm saying? For those to happen, especially with the community outreach work that's a part of the curriculum. So yeah, and because I had a child, they waived my mandatory requirement that I have to travel. You have to travel to a foreign country.
Mm-hmm. Oh, really?
Yeah, when you pursue a major, you have a Spanish-speaking country.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's part of the. I don't want to say you have to, but they strongly suggest that you do, and they have it built in. You know, the degree if you would like to do that. So those are my majors, and so I became a teacher, a high school Spanish teacher after I graduated. First job.
Okay then. So, from being a Spanish teacher to now creating your own brand, which is Seamoss, how did that come about?
So right before COVID hit, I left. I just completely left the education field and everything completely altogether. And I wanted to, because I just had my baby. I wanted to raise my children. I wanted to raise them. So I left that completely and went on. And then COVID happened.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So with that, I had to go within and completely, use my skills and talents and knowledge that I had picked up during all this time and during the pandemic.
Right.
My father ended up suffering heart attack. He ended up having 4 heart attacks actually, and he had prostate cancer. So it was just like a whirlwind of. He is well and fine now.
Oh, okay, that's good.
Thank you so much for the sentiments. Thank you so much for the sentiments. He awesome. When I tell you. So I'm about to speed it up, and so from there I was able to Dr. Sabi. I've been knowing about him, but it was one of those esoteric topics because it's the fragility of it. It's super, fragile. It's super taboo to even talk about it. You know what I'm saying? And what he had going on. So it's like, and then the product of what he's actually talking about is Seamoss. You know what I'm saying? That is eliminating mucus. All you do is you eliminate mucus from your diet, from your body, and you have a system that no type of acid can cling to form any type of cancerous or tumors or whatever it might be. You have to purify the environment, and you do that by taking in the minerals that are in nature. But Seamoss has 92 of the 102 that we need to sustain us on a daily basis. So with that, you fulfill your daily need. Potassium, magnesium, zinc, iron. The list goes on. All the chemicals, the periodic table. Majority of those are in these products. The ones you can't even say.
The one you can't even goddamn pronounce. The one you can't even say, man.
Yes, and that's the fun part too, getting to learning. So, that's how it started. As soon as my father started having health issues, I cleaned up his diet fast as I don't know what. But the thing is that Seamoss in its pure form is very briny. It has a very sea-like taste to it, very beach-ish. Smells like the ocean. You know what I'm saying? Salty, sea particles, debris, all that. So it takes 48 hours to clean it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But I know you asked me how the transition happened, but I'm getting into, you know what I'm saying? I hope this is a good transition.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
I'm listening.
So after that, he's, you know what I'm saying, he's been taking it, but he couldn't take it initially because of the consistency. So there's a gritty consistency about it if it's not pureed. Okay, so you soak it for 2 days in water and it's going to absorb, it's going to swell and absorb that water that it just, you know, because it's dry when it comes in, when it's raw in its pure form. And so you add the water and the lime and some ginger to clean it off, get the seed debris off. It takes 2 days to do this. You know what I'm saying? So it's Seamoss sells itself, but it really is laborious, needless to say. You know, and so yeah, he started taking it, and when we started seeing some results, it was just, we all became believers when we seen how it was helping for him. You know what I'm saying? Joints. I remember one time my dad's knee came out of place one time. He put it right back in place. We were like,
he did? What the heck? Really?
He had knee surgery. He tore his meniscus. And listen, my dad,
strong.
yes, he is resilient. Resilient, strong. Like he will not. He bends. He bends. He don't fold. He bends. You know what I'm saying? He's turned his whole life around. So now he's seeing that it's working through him. I take it every day. Shoot, the results. I'm talking about the results. These are stories from people whose journey I am tracking. You know what I'm saying? I am very interested in tracking all of my clients' journeys. I asked that they hashtag Seamoss by Slim, you know what I'm saying, when they do their posts, when they do their, you know what I'm saying, yes, you know, so it's one of those things where I'm having my kids even taking it. They've been a part of the transition, seeing mommy go from being a teacher completely to, you know what I'm saying, creating Seamoss. You know what I'm saying?
So what are some of your early trials and tribulations of, you know, you being
consistency. Consistency. Some days I did not feel like doing it. Some days I did not feel like doing it. You know, for whatever reason, you know what I'm saying? But it's greater than me. So it's me getting out of bed, but really and truly, God, that's my spirit is pulling me out of bed. My physical vehicle is tired. You know what I'm saying? Of all the things that I do. Because I do wear a lot of hats. You know, so that's from Seamoss to teas and herbs to doing locks to teaching. I'm still a tutor for Spanish. You know what I mean? So I'm still doing that. It's multiple streams, and you have to diversify your portfolio with those skills. With not including not including degrees. I am in school as well for my master's. I graduate next November. So
okay, man. Wish you luck. But
you.
even if you wear multiple hats, the goal is to master one. Because when you master one, that's gonna open up doors for so many different ones. You see like Jay-Z went from rapping to clothes to liquor. You see what I'm saying? Like once you master that one thing, every other door opens up for you. And I think a lot of times we as people, we try to, you know, do so much, like you said, multiple streams of income, which is good, which is a good thing. But if we just master that one thing, that's gonna open up doors for everything.
So you ready? I agree with that. But I also agree with this right here. Say for instance, I have 6 jars right here. If I'm doing this every single time, some things like this. And that's what happened. So I started feeding. So originally I had a tea business. Teas, herbs, yoni steams, lingam steams. That is the male version. It's still the same benefits, and it's still taking the different. We're not gonna talk about the difference, but there's a difference between the masculine and the feminine way, or the way to perform the yoni steam for a male and the way to perform steam for a female.
Oh, really?
Different, yes.
Talk to us about it. What's the difference?
Okay.
We want to know everything. We want to know everything.
So with a yoni pot, imagine a stool that has a hole at the top of it about this diameter, and there's a second level to it. And there's a hole, there's a second level to it, and in that slot is where you put a pot of steaming hot water. Essentially, it's tea. Imagine making yourself tea, a pot of tea. Okay, so So you're having all the herbs that are needed for a man's testosterone levels,
Right.
for his energy levels, for his, all his levels.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? All those herbs are then put together in this water. And the water is put inside of, underneath this stool. The men's stool is raised higher, of course, for space purposes.
Right.
For females, we're closer to it.
Right.
And we wear a cape that goes over. For men, it will go to their waist and beneath and below, but for females, it comes up to our neck, and it's like a cloak, a plastic cloak, to maintain the heat inside of that tent, to form a tent.
Right.
And so, with that, you do that for 30 minutes. By that time, the water will have returned to room temperature. And the ceremony, it's very serious. It's kind of ceremonial.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just that you use that time and you can meditate, you can journal, you can be just pensive and just think.
Right.
So that's how the steams work. You know, and then the herb, of course, if you can steam yourself with it, then it's edible.
Right. Okay. Man, you ready to get into this? Let's get into this game, man. We gotta spice this thing up, man.
Right.
Man, get your little soft voice going. We gotta spice this thing up a little bit, man.
I'm very soft-spoken. Let me speak up. Speak up. Let me speak up. Let me speak up. All right, copy. Hard copy.
Let's get into this game, man. You ready to get into this game? Okay, I ask you 5 questions. Whichever ones you get right, I take a shot. Whichever ones you get wrong, you take a shot. Now, the point of it is a guessing game. I know that 9 times out of 10, people don't know the answer to these questions. You know what I'm saying? But if I ask you what's 2 plus 2, it's not fun. It's 4. It's not fun. You know what I'm saying? But the questions consist of the culture, as far as music, sports, entertainment. It consists of what black people dominate. You see what I'm saying? I keep it culturally. You see what I'm saying?
So what happens if I don't know the question?
No, during the question, if you get it wrong, then you take a shot.
Okay.
But if you get it right, I take a shot.
Okay.
Now, I would have been beaten 4-1. 4-1. I done took 4 shots in here about 5 times. So I have been beaten. I've been beaten 3-2, and I have whoop ass as well. So it can go either way, man. You think you ready for these, man?
We can play.
All right, let's go. Let's see if you know this. What was Migos' first #1 song? Rest in peace, Takeoff too, man. Gotta say that, rest in peace. Speaking of Migos, was it A, Versace, B, Bad and Bougie?
I would say it was Versace.
And that's wrong.
That's
Go ahead, pour up a shot. Bad and Bougie.
Bad and Bougie #1?
It's Bad and Bougie. First #1 song. Versace charted, but it wasn't #1. Hey man, let's get this thing started, man. Let's get this thing started. Yes, sir. We got to spice this interview up. You know what I'm saying? You got a little soft smoking voice. We got to spice this thing up, man. Let's get into this game. Y'all ready to see her lose or win? Well, who knows? Okay. Which designer brand been out the longest? A, Prada, B, Balenciaga.
Prada.
Okay, you got that right. Okay. But man, for me, let's shot right there. Shot. Pull me up. I'll get a little more enough. Let's go. Okay. You doing a little something. A little something. I'm gonna do it right there. That's how we're gonna do it.
You at Tampa?
What am I Tampa? That's 2 up there.
Actually, you a little above Tampa.
Where is it? Yeah, I'm gonna do it just like that. Let's go. Okay. What NFL team has won the most Super Bowls? A, Steelers, B, Cowboys.
Steelers.
Okay, you got that right. Okay. Look at you. Okay. She came to play with us, our boy said. Okay. You already, okay. Down 2-1. See, look at you. You know, it's funny to see these people, they have their doubts about playing. You know what I'm saying? They be like, oh no, I don't get it wrong. But then guess what? As soon as we played, they be like, and they win. You know, everybody that does beat me 4-1, I ain't gonna lie to you, have the same look on their face that you just had. Like they be like, okay, hopefully I don't take 5 shots. Man, y'all be tricking me. I'm gonna start falling for the face. I'm gonna start falling for the face. Y'all be tricking me so bad.
I don't even watch TV, so I don't.
And for you know these answers,
I am guessing.
Right, but you guessing right.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? Okay. What Tyler Perry movie had a bigger box office draw? Was it the first When I Get Married, or was it the second one?
The first one.
And that's wrong. The second one.
Hold on, who's checking your answers?
Pull it up. I got an answer right here.
Okay, so you came with the.
You know what, y'all? Hey, don't come up here.
Who's yay? Who's y'all? I said who's yay? Who's y'all?
Because you know what, somebody you about to say the third. Hey, don't come up here. Hey,
guess who don't want to hear that?
I played fair and square. I took 4 shots before.
Okay.
So I just took two. So okay, now we're down to the last one. Let's go ahead and go. Okay, you ready? Sudden death. I'm ready, man. I don't think you're ready for this though. I don't think you're ready. You okay over there?
I'm straight.
Well, are you okay? Okay, let's go. Okay. Let's get last question, man. Which Jay Holiday song debuted higher on the Billboard? Was it A, Bed, or B, Suffocate?
Suffocate.
And that's wrong. It's Bed.
Really?
Pull up a shot. Absolutely.
I'm so sure. Maybe because I just like
you said like, oh my God, like it's gotta be. I mean, if the questions is tough in general, but it is what it is. 3-2, man. 3-2. Your boy still alive. Your boy still wins. We have to spice this up a little bit. Now, how did you feel about that?
Feel about what?
I'm talking about the game. You like the game?
Yeah, it's alright.
It's alright.
I don't know
Whatever.
where the question's coming from.
Whatever. I told her it all consists of the culture. That's what it all consists of the culture. You probably saying it because you already taking them damn shots. Yeah. Let's go, man. You ready, man? So
First of all,
go ahead.
I'm straight.
It's all first of all. Go ahead. Okay, so let's get back to the interview, okay? You ready? So what kind of advice can you give to other people who are trying to make health and beauty products?
Use your family as your guinea pigs. They're gonna be the most raw, unfiltered, truthful. You know what I'm saying? Honest, but make sure it's not. Don't be disrespectful. Just tell them omit disrespect. Admit the personal feelings. You know what I'm saying? All that. Take the emotion out of it. What did you think about my product? I think it was gritty. I think that the flavor is good, but it was gritty. Can you get rid of that gritty thing? Okay, so this one was gritty. Okay, so now I know what I did, and I know exactly what the difference was. Which is when I asked for immediate feedback. Because I'm sitting there eating Seamoss all day. When it comes to blend days, every other day. Blending Seamoss, getting it off. You know what I'm saying? Blending Seamoss, getting it. My babies call themselves Seamoss Slim Junior and Seamoss Slim Junior. I said, okay, babies, stay in the room with me. You know what I'm saying? They want you so bad. They just watch. They do. They put the labels on it. They put the labels on the jars for me. I pay them.
Okay. What are some of the pros and cons of Seamoss?
I would say there's a lot of pros. There's a lot of benefits to Seamoss. First of all, it brightens your mood.
Okay.
It elevates your mood by giving you a sense of mental clarity. You have high energy levels that you are like productivity. It motivates you. Those are some of the, I would say, like more intrinsic benefits of it. It's full of so many, like I said, all those vitamins or minerals and nutrients. It helps with, say for instance, when people go to the gym to gain weight, people go to the gym to lose weight, people go to the gym to maintain what they have going on, stay active, just say they went, whatever. So In doing that, you can take it to gain weight. You can take it to lose weight.
Right.
That's based on what you want to do with it. You know, people pray over their food. You know what I'm saying? They bless the food. You know what I'm saying? Okay, bless this superfood. You know what I'm saying? Because it is a blessing for you. You know what I'm saying? It's just speaking. It's like speaking over your food type thing. Into your well things because you're about to consume that. You're gonna become that. You are what you eat. You know, so some of the more of the pros. A lot of people say they feel it in their eyes first. That's the first place they feel it. Then in their gut, as far as the regularity and the functioning and everything. They're like, you know, that's the first place I feel it. His acne. One guy was just like, one of my partners that are at the gym was like, I felt it in my acne. Look at my face, my acne was gone. Look, it's gone. He was bragging, and I was just like, look at here. He's like, yes, because I've been needing to give me some Seamoss. And I was like, I thank you so much. You know, the older crowd, they are loving it. Loving it. They love that I have the capsule option for those who can't stomach it. You know what I'm saying? Because it is like an applesauce consistency. You know, some applesauce is smooth and some applesauce is gritty.
Right.
That's how I started off gritty. Based on the feedback, the harsh feedback. You know, I had to switch it up and get, you know what I'm saying? So, really good.
Okay.
Really good.
So, what are some of the cons to it?
Some of the cons would be like iodine. It does have iodine, which iodine, we need iodine for certain levels. Some people are sensitive to the levels to it. Just like with anything, they're sensitive to, you know what I'm saying, potassium or iron. You know, people are iron deficient. You know, and so with that, it has iron already built in it. It's built in. So, and then that's not including when I add infused herbs, moringa, bladderwrack, maca root, ashwagandha, burdock root, spirulina, blue spirulina.
You're speaking Japanese to me.
I
don't know what none of this shit you talking about. That ain't even gonna lie. I don't know what the hell you up there talking about. You speaking goddamn Japanese to my ass. I'm looking like, yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, hell no. What are you talking about? It sound good though. I'm gonna sound good.
That is so funny. That is so funny. Those are the names of herbs. The list goes on. These herbs are so good for you. So Seamoss by itself has 92 of the 102. But when you add bladderwrack, now you satisfy those. Now you satisfy 102.
Okay. Just stuff there, man. So let's get in. Let's talk about your locks a little bit. What made you want to start a business in locks? How that go by?
Well, I've had my locks for 23 years. I've cut them 4 times. I've had I've had 2 major chops. The other ones were incremental. So, yeah, I've had my locks since I was 8 years old when I went into Chapel Hill. So I was able to not be, ever since everyone judged me by my hair, I got funky with my hair. You know what I'm saying? So I had locks before it became cool to have locks. So when Crime Mob and Knuck If You Buck and, you know what I'm saying, when they came out, and I seen other females with, you know what I'm saying, they didn't have real locks. You know what I'm saying?
They weren't like you in it. They weren't,
no
with the soft voice,
no
the
tea,
sound.
no shade.
No tea, no shade. Nah, we throwing shade. We throwing shade, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead though.
But the guys did.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? The guys did. So I don't think it was more so, you know what I'm saying, the females. I know Diamond Princess, I know they had to, I don't even remember, micro twists. Is that what they were called? Those twists that were in here? I don't know, that looked like locks. So, but yeah, so that song was hype, but I was really the one with the locks that could stand on that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like hype. You know what I'm saying? Parties turned up was the girl with the locks. High school, girl with the locks. College, girl with the locks. You know what I'm saying? Like the girl with the long locks. And then chop. They're like, what do you do with your hair? Most people they've often offered hundreds of dollars for my locks. 12 inches of my locks, $1,200.
Did you do it?
Hell no. I didn't play that shit. You know what I'm saying? No, I did not play that shit. That is my energy. Those are my antennas.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I think it's antenna, but Yeah, that's how. So I end up doing hair, and I don't do others' hair. Let me be clear. I do my family's hair.
Oh, okay. You do your
I do
family's
my
hair.
family's
So
locks.
you don't do others'
I've
hair.
converted everybody in my family to locks. Literally, all the men in my family. I think. Let me see. Taylor does my oldest. My cousin right beneath me does not have locks, and my cousin Trey, they do not have locks.
Okay.
Or my uncle. Yeah, but they're literally all the younger ones got them. My daughter, my oldest, got her. She's had locks since she was 3. She absolutely loves them. My 4-year-old is begging me to lock her hair. She, oh, my hair is even sisters, mommy. I'm like, I know. Yeah, that's it. I'm like, please, just let it out. The bobos, she's just like.
So like, do you charge your family to do their hair, or you just do it?
So I don't charge them what I typically charge my client fees. I charge. Okay. I don't charge them what I charge my client fees. Those vary, but they definitely start at 125.
They would start at 125.
Yeah, we start at 125 and 200 for a new set.
And you know what I realized, when we talk about this too, when it comes to black businesses and also family and friends, is that we tend to go to other white businesses and we'll pay full price. You know what I'm saying?
Without asking for a discount.
Without asking for no discount. But when it comes to black people in our profession, give us a deal, man. Come on, man. All I got is about $50, man. Come on, man. I can't do it. Work with me now. Come on now. I'm trying to help you. Help me help you. Why don't we support each other like we support other people?
You ready? I hope I can answer this with this question. Or with this statement. So that to me right there is what is the missing links. Answers to those questions and platforms that question can be asked on. So Kwanzaa, we were just talking before we got on here about Christmas and Kwanzaa is very important. It's important. It's not just it's important that it's implemented. It can even coincide with it's after Christmas. You know what I mean? And so the purpose of it is to develop these community traits. Community traits as a collective. The first day is called Umoja. That's unity. What? Can't get more community. Unity. Unity. You know what I'm saying? And you have different days, they mean different things. Self-determination, creativity, purpose, faith, cooperative economics, which is the answer to the question. We lack the discipline for cooperative economics to get our business affairs in line. You know what I'm saying? Like we are missing the links for the communication as far as like you don't go into this place asking them for that discount, but you come to me for that.
Right.
What is the missing link? Why? Why are you even shopping with them?
Right.
Let's think about it. They're you know what I'm saying? They have their brick and mortar. Meanwhile, like can you know what I'm saying, get your affairs in line. You know what I'm saying? When you get your affairs in line, you start thinking different. You start moving, the conversations are different. My daughter's goals last year for her Kwanzaa. So with Kwanzaa, you set a goal. It's like a vision board. You know, people are getting the spirit, they want to do vision boards. That is built in the Kwanzaa foundation. Getting together to build and draw your future that you want. And when you do that, you're able to create what you want. So when you set goals for next year, as you accomplish them, guess what? A gift. You're gifted upon accomplishing your goals. Because really or truly, Christmas, what are you gifting? You've been a badass this whole year. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe you haven't been a badass this whole year. You know what I'm saying? But you get one day out the year where you are either gifted or not, or whatever. But it's too much emphasis on it. For what reason? Anything that gets too much shine, too much emphasis, glaring in your face like this, guess what? It's some covert shit going on behind the scenes.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So Kwanzaa is for about organizing and becoming more disciplined. Each day is dedicated to that, and you have to discuss amongst, and it's led by the children. The children lead it. They light the candles. Each day there's 7 candles. Each day you like that child lights the candle. There's corn, there's fruit, but the corn is significant. Given the kernels that it has, each represents the seeds of the future. Children that are that's symbolic for that. There's so many symbols built into it, and important ones that we need to get back to. And so I hope I answered your question with that, because the lack of discipline essentially in community. That right there is the answer to that. Why we're quick to, ask for this. We're used to asking for things because we're used to things being given to us. But the things that are being given to us are what make us dependent upon that. You know what I'm saying? So it's a matter of just because and don't accept all money that's given. Don't accept every opportunity that it, that is.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So I was looking at this this podcast, Char Drink Champs. They were saying that like this dude was saying that if you give a white person $1, right, you give him $1, you will never see that dollar again, because that white person is gonna go to a white restaurant, spend it, you know what I'm saying, or in any race, they're gonna go to they whatever restaurant, whatever club, whatever, they're gonna go to that and spend it. You will never see that dollar again.
It does not recirculate in our community.
It doesn't. I said, damn. Think about all these restaurants and stuff we go to, these products. How many of them are black owned?
Exactly.
It's not a lot of them black owned, but we go and we buy these products, and like I was saying, we'll spend the whole 2-3 bands, whatever it costs, just to say we had a product. 9 times out of 10, we don't actually like the product. Let's be real, you don't like the product, because a lot of times the product be ugly as fuck, but you get it. You should put a name on it.
So whose name?
Any
we can
Gucci.
Pronounce all these people's names, but we can't. You know what I'm saying? We can't pronounce our own names.
Say it again. You said something there.
We can pronounce these names seriously. These crazy names.
Yep.
Crazy names like Piccadilly. You know what I'm saying? No, Macintosh. No, that's one of ours. I ain't gonna get into it, but the Irish last names, that's us too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like we that's it. That's all we buy our names.
Right. You know, out of 4,000 stocks, how many stocks do you think are black owned out of 4,000 stocks?
That's a good question. I know the perfect person who knows the answer to this question.
How many do you think? You said you getting close.
2, 4.
It's a little more.
Damn, 7.
A little more.
Either way it goes. This sounds 14.
It's damn near right there. Okay. Damn near right there.
Something like that.
Out of 4,000. Just think about that.
That's not even a tenth.
And now that's the problem. So I just asked you that because I realized, because you said you do your family here and stuff, and I got family that be wanting, stuff for free and want you to do this and do that. But then, so I just asked you, like, how do you, kind of navigate that, like, because, and in France too, it's friends like that too.
Give it to me when you got it. I'm one of them.
Yeah.
Give it to me when you got it.
Right.
My father said, somebody owe you something, you'll never be broke.
Yeah, my mama said the same thing though. Yeah, here's something you'll never be broke.
I don't do it for the return.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I love to give anyway. So whatever. I'm not about to have my nephew walking around crazy. Come here, let me do your hair, boy.
Right.
He said, come here, let me.
Okay.
Right.
So what's your top 5 favorite artists?
I like all type of music.
Okay, well, out of all the music, you can narrow it down to 5.
Be specific, because listen, my genre
okay,
is very far.
Let's do hip hop.
3 languages.
Let's do hip hop.
Hip hop?
It could be R&B, rap, whatever.
I love me some Future.
Okay, I love Future. You said Dirt too?
Yes.
Okay.
Who else do I like? There's this guy called Leon Bridges.
Okay, I know you're talking about.
Ooh, I've been on him for years. Can't get off him.
Okay.
Gotta go with Farruko.
Okay, I don't know who the hell that is. It sounded nice coming out your mouth.
I would substitute Farruko for Osuna.
I don't know who the hell these people that you naming.
Gotta tap in. Reggaeton in Spanish.
Oh yeah, you do, like, you're a Spanish too, a Spanish teacher. So you like that Spanish shit, don't you?
Spanish, French, like I love all types of music. Like even, and then my last one is definitely gonna have to be Mozart.
Okay.
See, like I'm really well-rounded when it comes to loving some Mozart. I've been on Anita Baker for the past month, and I know it's a thing because I know she coming to town Valentine's Day, so I'm getting ready.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I'm
Nigga
learning.
Baker. Shout out Nina, OG in the game.
For sure.
OG for sure. So I'm gonna ask you, so where do you see yourself in the next 5 years?
5 years? I see myself, 5 years. I see myself doing a lot in 5 years. I definitely see myself managing multiple projects at a time and having a team that's helping me as well. Internationally, I don't plan on being here. I'm definitely not gonna be here in the States.
You never been ATL?
This gonna be a playground. This gonna be just for business only. This is for business only, but I'm definitely living abroad.
Okay.
And I'm taking my people with me.
Okay.
No, so I'm dead serious.
Well, you definitely will be missed.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna leave. You know what I'm saying? Where do you? But my biggest question is, and I am answering this question in this lifetime. Where are you gonna leave when you leave? What's going to be left once you've left?
That's a good question.
Outside of Jordans.
There's no bunk beds in the graveyard.
You know what I'm saying? Where are you gonna leave
There's
outside
no bunk beds in the graveyard.
Jewelry? Seriously, where are you gonna live outside of jewelry and money? And what are you gonna live? What are you gonna be known for? Where do you live? What are you gonna leave? Sorry, like you know what I'm saying? Like, what legacy are you creating now that you're gonna be known for? Do you want to be known for anything? Do you want to be known for anything?
A lot of people
don't.
Know
what I'm saying?
They're in it. This industry is so money driven that people are in it for the money. They're not in it for the passion, necessarily the art. That has left. The passion, the art has left.
I don't want to say it's left.
Well,
it's
deteriorated. Yeah,
it's reduced.
If it was 100%, it's done went down to at least 30%. I would say. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's not good at all. 70% bullshit and 30% good is not good. It should not be like that. It wasn't like that at one point in time, man. People are money driven, so that's where people don't really care about leaving a legacy, per se. They care more about just getting the money, and like you said, getting their family.
I'm hearing survival versus thriving. I'm sorry, the weight of my mind just divided that.
You said survival.
When you're chasing something, that's a whole different frequency.
Right.
When you are attracting something, then it's a whole different frequency. So surviving, I get it. Sometimes you gotta get out the mud. There's no options. I know. You know what I'm saying? I get it. So, but it's like something's gotta give. You know what I'm saying? Something has got to give. We have to thrive. Are you surviving or are you thriving? Are you surviving or are you thriving? Are you trying to get by or are you trying to more than just get by?
Right.
Because what happens once you get by?
Right.
Look what you're saying. Bye. You know what I'm saying? That's the vision.
Right about that. Right there. So let's get into some of your products up here, man. What you got? Look, got this.
That's Dragonberry.
It's Dragonberry right here.
That's Dragonberry. So Dragonberry is that's the best seller. She is the best seller. She's the only one with 4 fruit. Those fruits are purple dragon fruit, strawberry, cherry, and blueberry.
Right. And then you got this. What's this right here?
That big girl she's pineapple. Let me see. Yes, this is pineapple summer. Okay. Pineapple summer spice. Okay. So pineapple summer spice she's sassy. Okay. That's pineapple, but since it's spiced, it has the goods in it. The ginger cayenne.
Okay, so what about this right here?
This is mango tropic. Mango tropic spice. So that is just plain mango with the spices, and this is plain pineapple with the spices. So each one has their own different fruit. Single fruit, but Dragonberry is the only one with 4 flavors. Okay, what about this right here? That's actually Dragonberry Dream.
Dragonberry Dream. That sounds good.
Excuse me, yeah. That's Dragonberry Dream. Okay. But I'm actually so I have strawberry spice, but it's in the cooler. But I have it on popsicle form too.
Oh yeah, popsicles. You know, just getting a look at it, see what's going on.
These popsicles are really good. Really good. They're
see what's going on.
They come in the same form: spicy, non-spice, and spicy. And all the flavors. So strawberry, mango,
That's the, it got everything.
And
They got peppermints up here too.
I do have
Everything, man.
peppermint. Maybe
Make
your
sure y'all
breath,
getting
your breath
all
might, you know
this.
what I'm saying? Your breath might need it.
Getting all this right here. And
Those
what's
are the
this?
capsules. Those are the capsules.
Okay.
So that is dried Seamoss encapsulated. Now those are stones. So with each purchase of a jar comes a stone.
Right.
And that's either or crystal, whatever you would like to call it.
Mm-hmm.
So this one is rose quartz.
Okay.
That's another rose quartz. This is black onyx.
Okay.
And this is pyrite.
Mm-hmm.
I believe I have, yeah, this one's green aviturine.
Okay.
And the last one was citrine, bromolar citrine. I
Okay.
did some more of those. So each purchase comes with one.
Okay.
And each one is associated with a different inner chakra.
Oh, okay. Y'all make sure y'all check out that visual episode too, man. Y'all want to see how everything looks, man. It looks good. Really does. And how can we find you on social media?
So you can find me on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter at Seamoss by Slim, Seamoss by BYSLIMM. So Seamoss has 2 S's and Slim has 2 M's.
Okay. I want to say, man, it was a pleasure having you up here, you know, with your little soft voice and stuff. Little soft boy, I got it, but it was definitely a pleasure having you up here, man. I definitely appreciate it. You're such a dope guest, man, and this is my first guest I had up here of all this process. She came set up, y'all. She set up shop. Everything is ready to go. Y'all come up here and buy everything on sale. Man.
We're gonna have a holiday bundle, so listen, don't miss that.
Holiday bundle.
Check out our Instagram for those.
Right, and I want to say, because by the time this episode come out, it will be Happy New Year's. New Year's will be out. And like I said, thank you again, man, for coming up here and giving me your time and supporting this podcast. This podcast is for upcoming entertainers, entrepreneurs, because we are we got, and we are the future. And a lot of times, you know what I'm saying, we be focused on people that's already established, that we can support our neighbors. You see what I'm saying? And it's about supporting your neighbors, and it's about, because at the end of the day, they can go anywhere, you know what I'm saying? They can go to any platform. They can go to the Breakfast Club. They can go here. But for the minority, we just can't go there. We can't go to these spots, because guess what? We don't have that cachet. We don't have that, you know what I'm saying? That
bandwidth.
Yep. About us yet. But what I'm trying to show people is that just because y'all not at that status yet doesn't mean y'all not just as dope as they are. You see what I'm saying? So that's what it's all about, man. So I appreciate you coming to this podcast again. I gotta make sure I show my gratitude and love, because that's what it's all about, man. And yeah, you can find me at Put You On Game _podcast_. Put You On Game _podcast_. And that wraps it up for another episode of Put You On Game. All right, that's it. You recording me?
I got you. So you're trying. Do you like spice?
A little bit.
Oh, okay. So that is them. I don't know which flavor we're in the green light. It
Check
might
me
be
out.
either mango or pineapple.
All right, mango. Okay. Let's see. That's straight to it. Not bad.
You just
I feel that spice. Ooh, I feel that spice. Okay.
Was that mango or pineapple?
I think it was.
You gotta know. You gotta what flavor?
I think it was. I think it tastes like pineapple.
Okay, so that's probably pineapple.
Okay. Can I take all of them? You sure anything will happen to me, right?
Nothing's gonna happen to
Okay,
you.
all right now. I heard it.
We got you.
You heard it live.
Nothing's gonna happen to you.
Let's see.
You know which flavor? That's dragonberry or strawberry.
I don't know what this is. I don't know if it tastes like. Might be dragonberry. Tastes like dragonberry.
Yep. That's dragon fruit. That's purple dragon fruit, strawberry, cherry, blueberry,
Okay.
and strawberry.
Okay. And what's the
There's mango and
That's it.
strawberry left.
That's it,
Oh,
man.
those two? That's it? That's it? There's no more in there?
Hold up.
Or is it the same flavor?
Yeah, I think it's the same
That's
flavor.
the same flavor.
Yeah. Okay.
But thank you. What do you think about it? How you?
Hey man, it's pretty good product, man. It's a little spicy, you know what I'm saying? A little spicy, you know, I like a little
But the spice, how long did the spice last?
A few seconds. For me, it was a few
But it
seconds.
went away?
It
It went away, yeah.
Okay.
But it's good, man. You know, I can tell y'all, you know, fully what it does and
Yeah, because he's going to grab a jar.
Okay, you said what?
You're going to grab a jar and then we're going to document your process.
Okay, oh, really?
Yes. Thank you for having me. That's my gift to you.
No problem. What jar?
Joyous Kwanzaa.
What jar you think I should get?
I think you should get the Dragonberry Spice.
This right here?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I definitely will. Yeah, I know. Hey, man, check out that episode, man.
Check us out. Episode 32.
All right.